Hey everybody, Double P here. So in today's trade, as you can see, sorry about my webcam. Today my webcam is not working for some strange reason, and I didn't have time to hook up my actual other camera. So we're going to be going a little bit old school so you can see what's going on here. So today's trades we took are XENE, which is pharmaceutical. And we also took DVN, which is DVN Energy. So we're playing in two different sectors today. So what I wanted to do is, first of all, let's come over here to the right side of the screen that you're looking at. So you can see, once again, it's all about mapping out support and resistance, and with price action, looking at volume and looking at volatility. And this is the way that you really start to see the trends when it's going. So in today's trade, let me come down here. I'll show you right here. So in today's trade here, we took XENE at 9:58 this morning. I sent out the trade to my Platinum Traders Beta Testers group. And it was the 15 October 21 $30 strike calls that I sent out. 10 contracts, looking for plus 25%, stop loss minus 10% on this one there. And as you can see here, the swing trade for DVN Energy, send this out at 10:42 a.m. in the morning. And I bought the October 8, 21, 38 strike calls. And obviously got to block out how much I paid for them for both DVN Energy and XENE, because that's just my business. But you can go look it up around that time frame. And then right here I'm looking at plus 30%, minus 10% stop loss, plus 20 contracts. So this is the guidelines that I always send out to my groups. Obviously I have bigger accounts, so I like to take bigger block positions, bigger block trades, but I think this is pretty standard for my guys and girls to be able to take their trades. So what happened? So the first trade, 9:58. Let's go over to EXENE. So we'll go over here at 9:58. So right around this 5-minute window, this is when we entered into the trade for the 28 calls. And as you can see, I mapped everything out here, and we had a little bit of chop. I'm not gonna lie. You can see here we had some major chop right here. And the reason why I held through all of this chop, and most of my guys and girls probably would have got stopped out, but I saw what was happening today with this particular stock, and right now, as I cut this video, it's up 87%. This thing was up over 92% at one particular point. So when we got into this trade, when I got into this trade here, I was looking at what was going on. I was looking at the flow, and you see here, this is a big, obviously, sell side candle, lots of pressure. But you can see at the top of the wicks what was going on here with this pressure. So that was hit a high of 28.06, and then a low of 26.89. This was in a 5-minute candle. Remember, we trade on 1-minute candles. So we set up for 5-minute. We trade on the 1-minute. So in this extreme buying pressure right here in this window, I said to myself, okay, there's always room to get in, there's room to get out. There's always trade setups to be able to get in and trade setups to be able to get in and get out. So what did I do here? I made my money here. I saw this big candle right here, this big 5-minute green candle right here. And when I had taken this trade, you can see when I took this trade, it was 26.37. That was my entry point. So at 26.37, my entry point, my stop loss was 25.63. Actually, it was a little bit higher than that, but I just mapped out 25.63 for my stop out. And then my first profit was 27.32, because remember, we're doing options, right? And on here, this was the second profit, 27.67. So when I make my profit, I'm out, right? So this particular point here, you can see this candle, this 5 minute, 27.88, 26.66 for the low, 27.88 for the high. That was a range of $1.22. So I'm looking at, I'm out. And guess what I did? I waited. I watched the staircase down. I watched the plateau here. I watched the support and resistance for this particular window, which was literally about half an hour. Then on this big candle right here, so let's break this down. In this big candle right here at 10:45, we can drop down to the 1 minute on 10:45. And let me just open this up here. So let me scroll over here and go down to 10:55. On this candle, so let me open this up here for you so you can see what's going on at 10:55. So at 10:55, here we go. Got right back in. So you see this candle right here. You see this buying pressure. This candle right here is a buying pressure candle, right? You see the top of the wick, you see the hammer at the bottom, and then that's the entry point again to get right back in, and watch it staircase all the way up. And we just took that trade and rode that trade, right? So that was my second entry point, and we rode it all the way in, and we got out again right here on this candle. That's when I got out, because I'd had enough. I had made my money for the day, and you can see how much money I make in a second. So that was XENE, mapping out support and resistance, mapping out the 5 minute candle for the setup, going in and trading on the 1 minute candle, getting in, getting out, looking for a second entry point because the stock was just basically on fire, and then going to another entry point and getting in and getting out. Now, with DVN, it was the exact same thing. Let's go over here to DVN. So you can see here, my send out was roughly around 10:42. So we'll come over here to the 10:42 so that you can see. So you see, this is my profit taking, and then my second profit taking. So on this candle right here, on this sequence, we have this big major engulfing candle right here, full of buying. This is my entry point. So I counted back the last 3 candles, 1, 2, 3, on the last 3 minute setups, on the last 5 minute setup, so the last 15 minutes. What we see right here is the reversal is right here. We see the candle turns green, lots of buying action. And then from there, we have more buying action. And then we have the resistance at the top of this hammer right here. So you can see this hammer with the wick. And then we had to drop down. My entry point was right there to be able to ride this all the way up and to be able to take profit. So 2 very highly profitable trades. So let me just back out of there. Let me shrink this down. So 2 big highly profitable trades right there on support and resistance. Looking at price action, looking at momentum. Now you might be wondering, well, why did you pick those 2 stocks? Why did you pick the pharmaceutical stock, and why did you pick the energy sector? Well, I picked the energy sector, the oil and gas, because they're on a rebound, because there's going to be a big squeeze because of the demand coming up in the wintertime. And this is going to be a nice little run up in the energy sector to be able to attack oil and gas stocks, because OPEC just signed a big major deal. So let's see the news down here. Let's come over to the news. What was the news on it? Well, the news on it, you can look at it. It was basically OPEC signed a big deal to be able to do some production for oil and gas for oil. Oil is going to pop. They think oil is going to go over like $100 a barrel. So this is the perfect timing to get in, to start building positions and building profit within the oil and gas sector, pharmaceutical sector, same thing, because the Rona is right around the corner again, another wave, another variant. And you can see here, people are worried about this. So it's a matter of just, let's get in and let's get out and let's figure out what we want to do and let's go make some money. So if you like today's trading session, I don't know if I showed you my profit for today or not, because I guess that's important, right? So that you guys know that I obviously made money today. So here's our option. It was up plus 170%. Made $500 today, quick in and out with DVN energy stock right there. So let me click out of that. So you'll see that. And then we scroll over here and you'll see with XENE, profit for the day, $2,000, right? Plus 504%. The stock was on a tear. Right, and you see what I got there, the October 15th, $30 calls, and you'll see the percentage of the move, and you'll see my gain right there. So that being said, if you like this information, if you like this live trading, this is all I do for you guys. I want you to be able to smash that like button. I want you to be able to share this with your friends. You know what you need to do. I don't need to tell you to subscribe to the channel. You know what's going to happen when you do. I'm going to be sending out more live trades to you every day. You can piggyback off of my trades for the next trading session or the next 2 or 3 trading sessions. Totally depends on how you want to actually play the trade. So that's on you how you want to play it. But I'm giving you the setups that I'm going into. So I'm giving you each and every day, I'm looking at the stocks that I'm looking at over the next day, over the next 2 days, over the next week. For you, if you're an investor, maybe you want to look at it. If you're a swing trader, maybe you want to look at it. If you're an intraday trader or a day trader, maybe you want to look at it. And you want to say to yourself, this guy's got his stuff dialed in. This guy knows how to trade. It's not just me. My members know how to trade. All my members are doing very well with their account sizes and growing. Now they're splitting up what they do. Some are intraday traders, some are swing traders, some are momentum traders, some are investors, some are buy and holds. So I got a whole big eclectic group of traders that I've developed over the last 2 years. So now I'm showing everybody on YouTube, I'm showing you on YouTube, and I'm holding myself accountable to what's going on. So if you like that, subscribe. You know what you need to do. Like it, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next trading session. With that being said, my name is Double P. Over and out. Take care, everybody.